Hello everyone, welcome to Ratchet Repairs. This is just a workbench update with a minor extra, which is the extra you see here. It is the old deluxe style Scorpinook, which I modded a little bit by removing these hinges over here, and I took his head apart and gave him a ball joint over there. So actually pose him a little bit better, because this is a little bit weird. Yeah. Here he is. I'll do a little bit closer. I painted him in navy flat gray for starters, and then I added dark gunmetal for basically old robot parts sorry, that are in there, and I added details in gold, copper, silver, and yeah, several other colors, metallic gray, and yeah, to get this little guy a proper lift, I based it all on the paint from the Prime 1 Studio figure. So I actually made it look like the tail is segmented as well. And I was actually, maybe I'll still do that in the future, planning to remove this bit and make it, make a 3D printed part for it to make it look better. Why would I do this? Well, to be fair, when you compare all the other Scorpinooks we got with the NPM line, for instance, if you give me a second, I'll take Bumblebee out. You'll notice that Scorpinook actually scales a lot better with the NPM line in this way. Maybe I need to zoom out a little. Yeah, here we go. That this actually works a lot better than it would when I would take one from the Hide Shadow or the NPM or whatever I could find. So for that reason alone, I thought that it was fun to just take Scorpinook and yeah, made it a better version. I never thought it would be interesting, so if you don't like it, don't do it. But it's a decent figure. I kind of like it, and it looks quite nicely when you compare it to the NPM line. So NPM Scorpinook, here you go, from the old deluxe. I'll list the mods and the paints used in the description below. Yeah, Scorpinook. Here we go. I'll give him a nice spin around so you can actually see all the detail. So yeah, there you have Scorpinook. I actually kind of like the figure, and it actually looks a lot better with some paint on him than it did before. So finally having an NPM Scorpinook actually helps. But he's not the only one that has been on my workbench lately. I also was wondering if you would kind of help me with an issue I need to decide. Maybe I'll do both of them, but yeah, it's Lockdown, which actually has got my attention, because when you compare these two, you actually might notice that this is the knockoff version, because I already have the original in part somewhere. This is the Pyrokill one, and this is the oversized deluxe, which actually skill-wise works really well with the NPMs, but the alt mode is kind of meh, of the robot mode, I'm sorry. I have been working quite a while on making sure this guy fits in this shell, but lately I've also been more into the 3D modeling stuff and making stuff myself. So actually I was also wondering if I could mod this guy and make a better Lockdown, which I kind of did, because he always was a little bit too slim, and he just needed to be a little taller, a little bulkier, a little meaner. But I still liked the alt mode. So I'll show you what kind of projects I have in my workbench. So here we have one of the Lockdowns I've been working on to mod, especially if I put Bumblebee next to him. And did that by giving him hip extenders, which actually still work in both modes. There goes Bumblebee.
Listen, pay attention to me.
They go up and down, and I just made from Lego bits made sure that everything worked fine, and made sure everything is movable, and I made him new arms. And everything still works inside the alt mode, so it's still fully transformable. But yeah, it's still a bit bulky, it needs a little bit more bulk. I made these bits so they can actually rotate. And I'm planning on using a little bit of filler in there to make sure that the alt mode looks a little bit more beefy. And I'm working on a new head for him. And I made sure that everything transforms still. But yeah, it's still a little bit of kind of meh. Also made these bits for the wheels, so the wheels will actually go on this bow. And I need to make filler bits for here, which I think will make the figure look kind of nice, but it will never be as nice as Scorpinook, because that robot mode is just massive and mean and stunning. I'll just put it there. So yeah, I took out the old guy. Hold on. What you see here is Scorpinook, still transformable, but without the car bits. As you can see, that saves a lot of bulk. And as you can see, I already started on modding and reshelling him with the old shell of the deluxe. I still need to finish the nose, and then he'll be able to transform again. But yeah, it's a project I started like I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, and I still need to finish it, because a lot of things came to my attention, and then 3D modeling came into play. But yeah, it's getting there. It looks decent enough, especially once you see that the alt mode actually works quite well with the oversized version of the old deluxe. So I was wondering, what do you guys think I should do? Should I make a new shell for him from 3D printed parts, or should I just finish this one? Because I remember that the nose is not working quite well because it's die cast, so I need to make a new nose maybe and see what I can do. So please let me know in the comments below what you would think of another lockdown. Some other projects I have on the shelf is Hound. And here you can see Hounds. I'll put Bumblebee in there again for scale references, if he is able to fit in there, because it's a big boy. I'll just put him here.
One eternity later.
As you can see, Hounds actually works quite well with Bumblebee in this scale, and it's an oversized knockoff of the oversized knockoff, I think it was, of the Age of Extinction version. This truck mode actually works really well with the NPM collection, and you might wonder why there are some parts missing. Well, I took off about 2 inches of vehicle mode to make him shorter. So he actually works quite well with Bumblebee and Ironhide and Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm still working on him. I made him a new head, which is way too short, way too small. So I need to upscale this a little bit better and make it available with eyes that light up and stuff. But I can just put it on here for now. So yeah, that needs a little bit more girth, and then I need to do the things that White Young did with their detective, I think it was called. Make the wheels into his feet, which I think is the way to go, because I actually like this alt mode a lot better than the Mercedes. So yeah, that's also another project I'm working on. And yeah, I'll keep this documented, and then when everything is ready, I'll show you. I'm still looking for a junker from the smaller oversized version, so I can actually use those arms on him. Because with a newer, smaller alt mode, he needs to get his belly, which I'll use. I don't know if I can find the old junker of the normal size oversized with the belly mods and stuff, so I can actually mix and match, but I'll do my best to find what I need. And then yeah, here we have Hound, which actually will be quite a nice figure once he's done. I removed the electronics, I removed everything, and I made these bits fold up just like they did on the Wise Young version. So the bits from the shell stick together and work together and fold together. And then he can actually have his alt mode without too much junk on his robot mode. I'll do the belly from here and make sure that it hangs nice and low. And I cut a big bit of his legs so he can actually have shorter legs. And then once everything is done, I'll fill it in, make it sure that everything's pretty, and I'll discuss the mods with you. So yeah, that's another workbench thing I was working on. So then there's this guy I still need to do a repaint over as well, which is one of the videos that will be coming in the, I think in a week or 3, maybe 4. Obviously it's the wrong color, but that's right, I got it cheap and I wanted to repaint it anyway because I don't like the color it comes with. This will be quite controversial because I know a lot of people actually like the new preferred NPM, which actually has some minor tweaks I like better than this guy. But for me as a vehicle collector, this one looks so much better than the NPM one. And the robot mode actually looks a little bit leaner, and it actually scales quite nicely with, well, my scale. So it looks better with Optimus Prime, it looks better with Sentinel Prime, it looks better with Megatron. So I'll be doing this one as a full repaint soon as well. And then I'll get the proper decals, and it will be quite nice. I don't know if I'll mod this. I have some things I don't like, but that will be in the video coming about him. So yeah, this is also one of the things I want to do soon as well. So another thing a lot of people ask me, because I actually sell quite a lot of the kits with the sword, the head, and the new wheels of this guy, is a lot of people wanted to know how everything attaches and works. So I'll be doing a video on this guy as well. As you can see, he's halfway done. He's just sanded to get his paint done. And I'm actually also considering, I'm not sure if it will work or not, but I was planning a convertible version for him, as he was in the Dark of the Moon. Because while I was kittish at first about making it into a convertible, I actually really like that style he had in the movie, and especially with this bit actually only holds the head, the roof. It actually might be able to do it. I need to, I'll show you from the above. I need to make sure that these bits find a place to store securely into the frame. And then I can actually make it look like it has seats and a dashboard. And at the windscreen, because this bit I can easily make myself. That's no biggie. But yeah, I think making it into a convertible would be a nice way. It needs the new wheels then, and it needs a way to store the new front headlight, because it doesn't have the lines here. This is all flat. It has the hood scoops and it has the lights in there. So I need to work that out, but especially with my transformation, it would not be that difficult to make it transform the way the convertible did. Because my editor also provided me with the Dark of the Moon Deluxe, which I need to repaint for him still. Sorry about that. But yeah, it actually gives me a lot of inspiration to do this. So maybe I should do a convertible, don't know yet, but if that would be something you would like to see, please let me know in the comments below. And then of course there's this guy that still needs to repaint. It doesn't need any introduction, but it does need a lot of paint. So this will be also one of my future videos of the OV Sentinel, I think it's called Vulnerable or something, Sentinel Prime, because he needs a lot of work in both modes to really pop, and I'm actually looking forward to doing that. But yeah, that will be also coming soon on the Wretched Repairs channel. And then for people that actually followed my shorts also might recognize this guy. It is the UT Nero, I think it's called, and it's the Galvatron. As you can see, I made him new wheels, which actually scale quite well with the figure as it should, and I remodeled the windows on the side of the truck to make it look like they're longer, so I can actually have the scale looking a little bit better because the doors are way too short. And then once all these mods are installed and working, I'll do a quick review and of course a full repaint on this guy, because the colors are close but not close enough. He needs a little bit more purple in the dark gray, the silver needs to be shiny, glossy, and he needs a lot of gloss black on him and flat black. So I'll be doing this little guy also as a repaint quite soon, I hope. So